Hello guys, welcome back to another coding video. Today we're going to be taking a look at two projects. The first project is a random password generator, and the second project is a company management system, okay? So first of all, we're going to take a look at the password generator. The password that we're going to be using is extremely simple, alphanumeric, which means that signs like hashtags or dollar signs are not allowed in our password. However, our password with only letters and numbers is still extremely difficult to guess, especially if it's longer than about six characters, right? So if we really quickly do the math here, let's say we have a 6-character password, pretty short already. Um, Three of those characters are alphabetical letters, and the other 3 characters are numerical digits. So there are 10 numerical digits from 0 to 9 and 26 alphabetic letters. So if we have 3 numbers, then we have um, a 1 in a 9 chance to a 1 in 10 chance to guess a number, which is already very small, 10%. Having 3 numbers already gives you a huge expanse of combinations to guess. And with numbers, along with capital, lowercase letters in different orders, it will give you a lot of combinations, and guessing it would be nearly impossible if you were to use any human form of guessing or to use any sort of computerized brute force guessing, right? But I'm not saying that this password is completely invincible. Yes, you can guess it with some more advanced algorithms, but this is already a pretty good password to start with. So to start, we'll need a for loop to create the password. So we will have a variable called length and have the user input the length of the password, so that the longer the length, obviously, the more difficult the password is to guess. And then we have for I in range. So we have a for loop here, and then have a length. There you go. For I in range length, and then what we need to do now is that we need to import string, and random. So the string will be the string module will be used to take and extract alphanumeric symbols, while the random will be to randomly pick an alphanumeric symbol. Of course, you can also just create a list. If you can create a list called up, and then with all the uppercase letters, but that will take an extremely long amount of time. So using the string function or the string module is the best. So next we will create a variable called upper case and equals random dot choice string, string dot uppercase. Yes, string dot ASCII uppercase. So ASCII uppercase is all the uppercase letters in the ASCII format, which is A, B, C, D, F, G, all the way to Z in uppercase. Lowercase is the same thing, but this time it's lowercase, and then you have numbers. It's different. There is no ASCII numbers, so what you need to do is you need to do rand int and a range from 0 to 9. Okay, and then next you will just print uppercase, or you could you could just print lowercase uppercase num sep equals. So what this will do is that, see, if we were just to do this, what happened is that we wouldn't have a string of letters. We would have we would have this weird matrix. So what we'll do is that we'll have separation, nothing, and separation. Okay, there we go, and equals. So now we can create a nice string a nice password. And of course, what is happening is that it's actually longer than the length. As you can see, if I type in 2, it's actually a length of, I believe, 6, because we have 3 values here, and 2 times 3 is 6. But this is actually pretty good because it will increase the difficulty of the password to guess. So here we have it. This is a random password generator. Of course, this is not very easy to memorize, but if you want an extremely, random password, you can use this password. This is also how I believe, Google, when Google gives you a suggestion for a random password, I think it's maybe the same thing. I'm not sure, but probably has the same basics to this because, of course, Google also uses ASCII, maybe some, irregular symbols like the hashtag or the dollar sign, but it's mostly the same thing. Next, we'll move on to our company management system, right? So, a company, you have the manager and the employee. Here, we're going to use basics of object-oriented programming. So, we have 2 classes, one called a manager and then the other one called employee. And this is just a very, crude simulation of what goes on in a company. It's not really very realistic. But manager, and then again, we have the initialization function right here, init, and then self, and then our variable. So the first variable is going to be like team. So I guess team would be like the group of people that the manager is managing. And then we have name. I think it's more logical to do name and then team, and then we can do rank in company, and then we can do I don't know, rank, and then what else should we do? Age, yeah, sure, age, and then we'll just do that. We'll just do a quick self dot name equals name. This is very simple. It's just basically creating each variable as an instance and attribute inside of the init class. In Java, I believe you do it with instead of self, you use the keyword this. So we're done with that, and then next, okay, and then next we'll just have another def display self, and then we'll just do print name. Okay, this is going to take a very long time. Self. Okay, print team. Team, and then self. Team. Print rank. Self dot rank. So what I'm doing is basically just printing all the values of the different variables. So run of that. Now we'll do employee. Employee will be the same thing, except for the except for the fact that we will need one more variable called manager. Now this is the manager of the team that the employee is in. And then we'll do print manager. Okay. Now we can create our objects in the class. So first of all, we'll just have emp1. So then we'll follow our variable instructions. So we have name, so Bob. Okay, and then team. So because this is a programming video, I feel like it should be fit to do, a programming company, or sorry, a computer company, or like computer science company. So Bob, and then team, OS development, rank, rank. Rank, I'll do recruit. I think that's how you spell it. I'm not very sure. Recruit. Okay, yeah, it's it. And then age. I don't know. I really don't know. 30. And then manager, Joey. Yes, Joey. MP2. So I'll just create like two employees and one manager for the sake of time. Of course, you can create. I will first of all copy and paste this code in the description of the video, and then you can feel free to copy that and then review it at your own discretion. Yeah. So age. And then manager 1, Joey. Team data VIP 50. And then and that's it. Name, team, rank, age. There we go. So now if we run this, nothing happens. Why? Because we have not made it clear that we need to display this yet. So we'll do emp1.display. And this is how, oh, no, I forgot an extremely important part, and that is the name of the class, or else we actually don't create an instance of the class. So there you go. And then emp.display, emp2.display. So when we try to run a function from a class, what we do is that we do the variable name dot and then the function name. So emp1.display, emp2.display, and then all parameters go inside of these parentheses. And then at a side note, self does not count as a parameter. It's just a way of telling Python that the class is valid. And then display. Yeah, I think we're good. Yep, there we go. So as you can see here, I should actually just do a print thing real quick here, so that it looks a bit better. It should be better. Okay, so Bob, OS Dev, recruit Joey. OS Dev, recruit Joey. Name Jake, data analysis, senior, age 40, Joey. And then the manager, Joey, data team, VIP, and 50 years of age. There we go. This is your employee company management system. Again, this is extremely simple. There's other things that have not been calculated, like yearly performance or salary, that kind of thing. But this is very, very basic. No, and means that this is just pure code. Like, it's not very good as managing, actually. I know that sounds a bit ironic, but if you really want a good organization system, you have to create a interface to build the whole system on. Like right now, it's very difficult to use. Like, first of all, you'll need to understand where to input. Second of all, like it's very tedious if you want to input a large number at once. So if you could create like a form for this, it would be much more automated and much simpler to do. But other than that, this is a very good start. This like employee management system is more of just an intro to object-oriented programming than anything else. It's not really meant for any other use than just a class sort of or tutorial. But yeah, so other than that, I think that we should end our video right here. Again, I will paste both of the code for both projects down in the description below. And please subscribe. I hope you learned something today, and have a